All right. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining today's webinar, Crew Tools for the Set Dec Department, Introduction to Continuity Web. My name is Natalie, and I am on the marketing team here at SyncOnSet, and I have with me my colleague Tao from our product support team, who is going to be leading you through today's tutorial. Now let's take a quick look at what we're going to cover today. Today's webinar is designed for the Set Dec department, so this includes set decorators, coordinators, and any onsets. And today we're going to do an overview of the SyncOnSet web application focusing on the continuity tool. So this is going to include the initial script breakdown, creating sets and set pieces. We're going to touch on how to wrap, and we'll also give you some best practices. Now, while Tao is going to be walking you through the demo today, I'm going to be monitoring the Q&A for any submitted questions, so please feel free to write in with questions as you think of them throughout the webinar. You can submit questions by using the Q&A function located at the bottom of your screen, and we'll take some time after the demo to go over questions. Following today's webinar, we're also going to give you a few resources, and this is going to include a recording of today's webinar, a link to the SyncOnSet Crew Tools FAQ page, and we're also going to give you a link directly to the new SyncOnSet support site. We launched a new support site at the beginning of this year, and that address is support.synconset.com, and that's where you can find all of our help articles, recordings of our past webinars, and you can find announcements for upcoming webinars. And we're also going to give you a link to the productioncommunity.com. And this is a resource that is offered by entertainment partners. And this is where you can find their webinar series, which is called the Master Series. And they cover a range of topics, including the business of production and production technology. You'll also find a community forum where you can connect with other industry professionals like yourself and many more things. So we definitely suggest that you head over and check that out. All right, and with that, I'm going to pass things over to Tao, and we'll go ahead and get started with our demo.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. My name's Tao, and I'll be leading you through today's webinar. Before getting started, I just wanted to go over today's agenda. We'll start with a script breakdown, and then we'll move on to creating sets, creating set pieces, and then we'll take a look at wrap and reports, and then we'll finish up with some best practices. So to get started, let me head on over to the website. This is our homepage. From here, you can register for an account using this button here, or you can log into the website using your credentials here. For today's purposes, I'm just going to log in. Every time you log in, you'll be taken to your My Productions page, which is the page we're on now. This is basically an index of all the productions that are tied to your account. It's organized by features on the left and episodics in the right tab. On this page, you can add episodes to your episodics, you can revise scripts, and you can also delete and leave productions as well. Before hopping into a production, I just wanted to go over some general navigation. In the top left corner, you'll see the product switcher, and here you can quickly switch in and out of continuity and budgeting. To the right of that, we have the production title. If you hover over it, you'll notice that it's a blue hyperlink, and this means that you can click into that hyperlink. And I just wanted to note that anywhere you see a blue hyperlink throughout the website, that's a clickable link that will take you to the respective page of that link. I'll go ahead and click on it now. And clicking on your production title will take you to your production homepage. On the left, you'll see the activity feed. This is where you can keep track of who's doing what throughout your production. And then on the right, we have just some general subscription details. In the top right-hand corner, we have the horizontal ellipsis. If you click on that, you can edit your titles. You can edit your production title here. And if you're in an episodic, you can edit your episode numbers and your episode titles as well. From here, you can also add a logo and you can create a new episode as well. To the right of the production title, we have the universal search bar, which is something we highly recommend you utilize. It's a great way for you to quickly and easily access anything that you've created throughout the website. This includes scenes, characters, sets, and even set pieces. To the right of that, we have these 5 icons. If you click on the film strip icon, this will take you back to your My Productions page. To the right of that, the person with the plus sign icon will take you to your access menu. This is where you can add users, edit user permissions, and also take a peek at who's in which department. The envelope will take you to your production dashboard. Here, you can send messages to other users on SyncOnSet or even to external emails as well. The calendar icon will take you to your calendar view, where any dates that you input throughout continuity, which include shoot dates, prep dates, strike dates, etc., it'll display in the calendar here. And lastly, we have the gear icon. This will take you to your account settings and our help center. I'm going to go ahead and show you what our help center looks like. So here, this is also a really great resource that we recommend users access. If you have any questions about any of the features on the website, the Help Center has various articles that cover almost everything here. You can just search for an article here, or you can scroll down, and this is basically the Help Center index, and all the articles are broken down by category. If you click into one of the categories, you'll be able to access all the articles under that category. But if you still can't find the answers to your questions, just know that you can access this chat bubble in the bottom right-hand corner. This is basically a direct line to me and my team. Simply send us a message here and we'll be happy to help. We're available from Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. In the top navigation bar, we have the episode selector and the department selector. If you're working in a traditional episodic and you have multiple episodes broken out or built out, then you can quickly switch in and out of your episodes with this episode selector. All you need to do is just click the check mark next to the episode that you want to work in. Or you can also work in multiple episodes at once. Just click on the episodes that you want to work in. Additionally, in the department selector, if you have access to more than just the Set Dec department, then you'll see all the departments that you have access to here. And like the episode selector, you can work in multiple departments at once, or you can just deselect the ones that you don't want to work in, and you can just work in the single one here. And then here we have all the different tabs to access continuity, which I'll be going through as we work through the webinar. So I'm going to start off by creating a brand new production. This way I can upload a script and show you the script breakdown and how this connects to creating sets. So I'm going to click the green New Production button. And here you can either choose a feature or an episodic. I'm going to choose an episodic for today. Hit continue. And you can decide whether or not to set it up as a traditional block or like a feature. If you want more details about the differences between these two, then you can access our help center, or you can just chat my team after the webinar. For today, I'm going to choose traditional block. And then we'll hit continue. And then we'll add a title. We'll just call this the Set Dec Web. And we'll say that this is season 1. We'll hit continue. We work with most major studios and you'll be able to select it from this drop down here, but I'm just going to select none for today. Hit continue. I am not a student. Continue. We'll just select 30 minutes and we'll say that it's 10 episodes. And then we'll hit continue. Primary shooting location, we'll select United States. I'll say Los Angeles and California. Hit continue. I'll select the Set Dec department, hit continue again. And here, this is where you'll upload your script. I wanted to note that usually only one person is responsible for this, such as the department head. So we'll enter an episode number, we'll title it 1. And here you can drag and drop files or click to browse your desktop. I'm going to use my sample script. We'll click open. Our program only accepts FDX and PDF files, and you'll know that it's ready to upload once you see that green check mark in line with the name of your document. I'll hit continue. And as Set Dec users, I know you don't work too much with characters, but I just wanted to quickly brush over this page. Our program tries to pull out all speaking characters from your script. So here you can confirm those characters. You can add character numbers here, or if the program pulled out an entity that isn't actually a speaking character, you can delete it here. Once you're done with the character confirmation, you can move on by hitting continue. And before being taken to your breakdown, you'll see this pop up, and here it'll ask you if you want to continue with the free trial or upgrade your plan. The free trial is a 7-day trial where you have 7 days of limited access. You're limited to one user, which is yourself, and you have one automatic script breakdown. So for 7 days, you can just play with the website, input your own information, and then once you're ready to upgrade that free trial, you can reach out to our accounts team. Or if you just want to immediately upgrade your plan, you can click Explore Plans, which will take you to your account settings. And from there, you can submit a quote request directly with our accounts team, and they'll get back to you with a quote, and then they'll help you get an account set up. For today, I'm just going to continue with the free trial. Once the program is done breaking down your script, you'll be taken to the scene index, which is what we're on now. And you can see all of the information that the script or that program has pulled from the script. Here we see the scene number, principals, scene description, script location, and script day. I wanted to note that the scene index is customizable. You can resize your columns like so, or you can reorder your columns as well by dragging and dropping the headers. Additionally, you can sort your scene index by the different headers as well. For example, if I click on the scene number here, I can resort the scene index by scene number ascending or descending. In the top left corner of the scene index, we have the column selector. So here you can see all the columns I have selected in my scene index. But say if I didn't think principals were that important to me, I could just deselect principals and it'll remove that column from the index. Here, the scene search bar, if you have an extensive list of scenes and you just want to quickly access one of your scenes, you can use any key numbers or phrases to filter down the scene index to that number or phrase. To the right of that, we have your filter. And here, if you've assigned any shoot dates to your scenes, then you can filter the scene index down to those scenes that are being shot within this date range where you put the input the from and to dates. Additionally, if you've omitted any of your scenes, you can also hide them as well. If you need to edit any of your scenes, you can click Edit All in the top right corner, and this will open all the scenes for editing. Or if you just want to edit an individual scene, you can click the inline ellipsis here, select Edit, and edit any of these fields. And don't forget to click Save when you're done. Additionally, clicking the inline ellipsis, by clicking the inline ellipsis, you can also clone your scene, omit it, and even delete it. You can also add shoot dates in bulk by clicking the horizontal ellipsis here. We'll select Update Shoot Dates, and here you can just select a shoot date, and then you can select all the scenes that are being shot on that date. And then click Save to save. If you need to create any new scenes, just click the blue Add button in the top right-hand corner. And here, all you need is the episode number and the scene number to create the scene, and then you can input all of this information later. And then click Save when you're ready to create the scene. Now that we've taken a look at the scene index, let's head on over to the set index. I'm going to click Sets in the top navigation bar. And on this page, you'll be able to keep track of all the sets that you've created in your production. My set index is obviously empty right now because this is a brand new production, so I haven't created any sets yet. To create sets, you can click the blue Add Set button here, or you can click Generate Set Suggestions. I'm going to click Generate Set Suggestions because I want to show you how this is connected to the script breakdown earlier. So we'll click that. And here you'll see that these sets were all created from the script locations that were pulled from my script. In this column, you'll see all the scenes that they're assigned to. If you need to reassign the scenes, you can click this button here. And if you need to split these sets, you can split them here. I'm going to go ahead and create all of these sets. So I'll select the box at the top of the column to select all, and then hit Create. And now you'll see my set index is populated with all the sets that I just created from the set suggestions. If you need to create a new set, then you can just click the blue Add Set button here, and all the information you need to create the set will be the set name. So we can go ahead and create maybe the coffee shop, and then we'll hit Create. It might need a little refresh, so we'll refresh the page. And now you'll see the coffee shop that I just created. Your sets are also, if you're working in an episodic and you want to see a full list of all the sets that you've created in this production, then you can go ahead and click Master Set List, and this will provide you with the full list of all the sets that you've created. But I'll stay in episode 1 for now. If you need to edit any of your sets, you can click Edit All Sets in the top right-hand corner, which will open all the sets for editing. Or if you just want to edit a single set, you can click the pencil in line with that set, and then you can edit any of this information. I'm going to assign this as set 1, and we'll call it a location set. And you can add a set description, add shoot dates, and add and remove scenes. And then just click save when you're done. Additionally, if you have an extensive list of sets, just know that you can use this search bar in the top left corner. If you input any key numbers or phrases, then it'll filter down the set index to what you're searching for. Additionally, if you've assigned any types to your sets, then you can filter it down to those types as well. So now that you know what the set index looks like, we can move on into a set view page. I'm going to go ahead and click into set 1. You'll know where you are at all times by the header in the top left corner. Here, you can see that we're in set 1 in the brew pub. If you need to edit any information regarding this set, just click the edit button in the top right corner, and you can edit any of this information here. Again, don't forget to click save when you're done. If this set has been used in multiple scenes or even episodes, you can see where it's been used by clicking set history. And here it'll list all the scenes and the episodes that it's been used in. Additionally, if you click documents, it'll take you to the bottom of the page and say if you have any carnets, rental agreements, or blueprints, you can upload those documents here by clicking upload documents and searching for those files and then uploading them, and they'll all be listed here under PDF documents. If you have any prep, load, shoot, or strike dates, then you can add those dates here by clicking this button. Just select the event and then select the date range, and then click create to save. And now you'll see those dates there. In the middle of the page, we have the set view gallery. It's organized by 4 different tabs. We have establishing photos, continuity photos, research photos, and showroom photos. So depending on how you tag your photos, they'll display under their respective tabs. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. So to upload photos, we're going to hover over gallery in the top navigation bar and click add photos. You can drag and drop photo files, or you can select files from your desktop. Click open to select it. And then here you can add tags here. I'm going to tag this to set 1. Select set 1, and then I'm going to mark this as establishing. And then we'll click save to upload. And here you'll see after while I was uploading that photo, you saw that I tagged it to set 1 and I marked it as establishing. So now it displays in the gallery here. And so just know that it's extremely important for you to tag your photos correctly so that they display in the correct tabs. Beneath the set gallery, we have the set piece table. Mine's empty right now, obviously, because I don't have any set pieces yet. But if I wanted to add any set pieces here, I can click add existing set piece or create set piece. Here, if you click add existing set piece, then you can add any set piece that you've created throughout your production. All you'll need to do is search for the set piece using the search bar here, and then there will be a drop down where you can select all the set pieces that you want to add to this set, and then click save once you're done. Let's go ahead and create a set piece. So here, this might look a little intimidating because there's so many fields, but just know that to create a set piece, all you need is the set piece name. So here, let's just create a chair, and let's say that we'll say it's black from West Elm. And also I wanted to note that if you ever create a set piece from a set view page, it will automatically be assigned to that set here. Additionally, if you have multiple chairs that you know are assigned to this set, instead of having to manually create that chair for every chair that you have, you can just click create and duplicate in the bottom right corner, and that'll create and duplicate the set piece. I'm going to click create for now. And here you'll see that chair that I just created in the set piece table here. If you need to edit that set piece, you can just click the pencil in line with it, and it'll open all these fields for editing. So here we can click chair, you can add a storage location or disposition, give it purchase info, assign it an asset number if it's an asset, and also if it's been wrapped in any wrap boxes, then the wrap box numbers will be listed in this column here. And then just click save when you're done. Now that we've taken a look at the set view page, I wanted to show you another place where you can create set pieces and also track your set pieces. So I'll click inventory in the top navigation bar. And here, this is your inventory index where you can keep track of all the inventory that you've created. Here you can see the chair that I just created in set 1, which is listed here. Like the scene index, the inventory index is customizable as well. You can resize your columns like so, and you can reorder the columns by dragging and dropping. And also, you can sort your inventory index by the various columns as well. In the top left corner, we also have the column selector. You can see all of the columns that I currently have selected, and also all the columns that I could add to my index. Again, we have the search bar here, and you can use any keywords to search for your inventory if you have an extensive list of inventory. And we also have the filter button to the right of that. And so say if you only wanted to see the set pieces that were assigned to the coffee shop, if you select that, then only the inventory assigned to the coffee shop will display in the index. Additionally, you can bulk update your inventory. I don't have much inventory right now, but say if I wanted to bulk update, I can just click the checkbox in line with the inventory, and then we'll click bulk update, and you can bulk update the category type, status, storage location, wrap box, disposition, and sets. And then just click save when you're done. Additionally, if you needed to edit your inventory, you can click the inline ellipsis here, and you can hit edit, and it'll open all these fields for editing. And again, don't forget to click save when you're done. You can also delete inventory by using the ellipsis as well, using this option here. And here, the horizontal ellipsis, if you select that, you can export your inventory list to a PDF or CSV file. You can edit storage locations, edit custom types and categories, and even edit custom statuses. I'll show you how to create your own storage locations. So we'll click this. And here, we'll click Add Storage Location to create a new one and say, let's just create the warehouse. And then click Done. And now if you wanted to assign that storage location to your inventory, we'll click the inline ellipsis, click Edit, select the storage location there. Also, you can add inventory by clicking the blue you can click the blue Add button in the top right corner. And again, this looks intimidating because there's a lot of fields, but just know that you only need the inventory name to move forward. So we'll create the table. And additionally, another cool feature on our website is if you're looking at this inventory modal and you just don't think that all of these fields are necessary when creating your inventory, you can click this, the settings icon here, and you can edit the fields that you want to see in this modal. You can see all of the ones that I have selected, but say if I didn't think that the purchase information was really necessary for now, I can deselect it, hit save, and it'll remove those fields. So it kind of cleans up this modal so that it doesn't look like too much is going on. I'll go ahead and click create. And now you'll see that table that's been created in the inventory or in the inventory index. Now we can take a look at the inventory itself. We'll click on the hyperlinked table. And now we're in the table view page, which you can see by the header in the top left corner here. On this page, you can edit any of the details regarding this item by clicking Edit Item. And here you can input all the information here. We'll say that we have two tables, it's a high table, or we'll say it's high oak. We'll say it's from IKEA, and then we'll say it's dark brown. And then click Save, and all that information will display in this card here. Beneath that, we have the sets table. And so if this table has been assigned to any sets, then all the sets it's been assigned to will be listed here. To the right, we have the sidebar gallery. And in the sidebar gallery, we have the sidebar ellipsis. Just click that, and you can, again, edit the details pertaining to this inventory. You can add a photo, or you can even delete the inventory. I'll go ahead and add a photo to it. You can drag and drop photo files, or you can select files from your desktop. And here, it's because you're uploading the photo from the inventory view page, it'll automatically be assigned, or it'll automatically be tagged to that table here. And then just click Save to upload. And now you'll see that the photo appears in the sidebar gallery here. Any photos that you upload and tag to this table will display in this sidebar here. Beneath the sidebar gallery, we have wrap box information. So if you've wrapped this table in any wrap boxes, then all of the wrap box numbers will be listed here. And since we're on the topic of wrap, I'll show you how to wrap from this page as well. So if you just click the pencil icon in line with wrap box info, you can select an existing wrap box, or you can create a new wrap box. Since I don't have any existing ones yet, I'll go ahead and create a wrap box. So we'll create wrap box 1, and we'll put one table in it and click save to wrap it. And once you scroll down, you'll see that it's been wrapped in box 1. Again, with the hyperlink, you can see that the 1 is hyperlinked, and this will take you into wrap box 1 to access that. But before heading into a wrap box, I wanted to show you what the wrap index looks like. So to do that, we'll hover over inventory in the top navigation bar and click wrap. And here, this is where you can keep track of all the wrap boxes that you've created. You can see wrap box 1 that I just created from the inventory view page. If you need to add any new wrap boxes, then we'll click the blue add button in the top right-hand corner. And here, all you need is the wrap box number to move forward, and you can input all this information later. I'll click create to create wrap box 2. And here you'll see wrap box 2 is now populated in the wrap box index. If you need to edit any of your wrap boxes, you can click edit all, and it'll open all the wrap boxes for editing, or you can click the inline ellipsis to just edit a single box. You can also delete your wrap boxes from here as well. If you click the sidebar ellipsis, you can also edit your storage locations. So if you click that, you'll see that warehouse that we created earlier, but we can also add additional ones as well. We'll just create warehouse 2 and click done to save. And then again, if you click the inline ellipsis, click edit, you can select that storage house or storage location here and click save. Additionally, if you have a ton of wrap boxes and you need to search for any of them, then you can use the search bar here. You can input a wrap box number or any key phrases, and it'll filter down to that search. Let's head on into a wrap box. I'm going to click into wrap box 1. And here this is wrap box 1, which you can see in the top left corner. Again, that header is extremely important. It'll always tell you where you are. And here again, like I said, we're in wrap box 1. In the wrap box view page, you'll see the set pieces table, and this will tell you what set pieces have been wrapped in the wrap box. You'll see here that already I have that table that I initially wrapped in this box when I created it. Like the scene index and the inventory index, the set piece table is also customizable. You can resize your columns and you can drag and drop as well. Oh, also we have a column selector here too. So if you select this, you'll see all of the columns that I have selected in this table and all the additional columns that I can select as well. To wrap things in here, you can click the blue add button here, and you can create new inventory or add existing inventory. We added the create new in this wrap box. We added this feature because we know that during shooting, sometimes you forget to create and track inventory, but now that it's time to wrap, you need to track a certain piece of inventory, but you also need to wrap it. We've given you this option to create it directly in the wrap box so that you can create new inventory and automatically wrap it as well. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. So we'll click create new. Again, all you need is the name of the inventory. Let's just say we have a couch. And then we'll click create, and you'll see that that couch has been created and that it's automatically wrapped in this box. And you can also access the view page to be sure. So I'll click on the couch, and you'll see in the sidebar that it's already wrapped in box 1, which I can click back into by clicking 1. Additionally, you can add existing set pieces. So if you click add existing inventory, you can find your inventory here to wrap it into the wrap box. Right here it says no set, but if you wanted to see any of the inventory, if you wanted to wrap the inventory in other sets, you can click the caret here, select the inventory or select the set that you want to view, and then select the inventory to wrap it in this box. And then just click done when you're ready to go. Additionally, we have the sidebar in the wrap box as well. In the sidebar, you can click the sidebar ellipsis, and here you can edit the information regarding the set. And so here, let's go ahead and just add a description. I'll just say this is a wrap box. Oh. We can add a storage location, and you can also input palette information, and then just click save when you're done. And here you'll see all that information lies in the sidebar gallery. So now that we've taken a look at your sets, set pieces, and wrap, let's move on to reports. So I'm going to click reports in the top navigation bar. And this will take you to your reports index. And these are all the reports that we have available for our Set Dec users. We have the set list, set breakdown, locations breakdown, asset inventory list, which you can sort by asset number, price, purchase type, or vendor. And then we also have the wrap box label and the wrap box detail. I'm not going to show you every single report, but you can leverage our help center or even message my team after the webinar, and we'll be happy to provide you with additional details about each report. I'll just show you one report just to see what the process looks like. So to generate a report, we'll click Generate Report. And here we can choose for all wrap boxes or just one wrap box. I'll just choose one, and then we'll click Generate. And this will take you to a print preview where you can see what information is being generated. So this is the wrap box label. And so you can print this report out. And this is basically a physical label that you can just paste onto your wrap box or your palette. And it'll just tell you, it'll give you the information regarding that palette or wrap box. So here we have the wrap box number, any asset numbers, if there are any in this box, and then all the contents that have been wrapped in this box. To print, just click the print button here, which will trigger the print menu. And here you can either save your document as a PDF or you can select a printer to print it from. And before wrapping up, I wanted to show you the gallery. So we'll click on gallery in the top navigation bar here. And this will take you to your photo gallery. So any photos that you've uploaded throughout production or throughout your production, you'll see here. This is going to hold any and all of your photos. The gallery is default to untagged photos and continuity photos. So if you initially access this page and you don't see any photos, that's probably because you've tagged your photos, which is a good thing. But so if you want to find your photos, you'll want to click the caret in line with untagged photos, and you can filter your gallery by scene, shoot date, or set. And then you'll be able to find your photos. You can also search for your photos using this search bar here. And from this gallery header, you can print a gallery report. You can add additional tags to your photos, and you can also share your photos to other members of SyncOnSet as well. And I believe that concludes the demo portion of today's webinar. So before wrapping up, I just wanted to move on to best practices. So some best practices. So as I showed you, to save some time, we suggest that you create sets from your set suggestions so you can avoid doing it manually. And then to save even more time, if you have duplicate set pieces, then instead of having to manually create each set piece, you can use that duplicate option in the bottom left corner of the inventory modal. And again, tagging photos is extremely, extremely important because when you tag your photos, they'll display in their respective tabs in the set view gallery. And also it makes your photos easier to search when you're accessing the gallery. Save paper and download your reports instead of printing them. So yeah, so go ahead. I showed you in that print menu, you can save all of your reports as PDFs. And once you save it as a PDF, it'll be saved on your desktop, which you can send to whoever in production needs to see that information. And lastly, please bookmark the Help Center at support@synconset.com. I can't stress enough how great of a resource it is if you want to self-learn or just find answers to your questions. It's a great place for you to find answers to what you need and to learn all the different things pertaining to our website. And without further ado, we'll move on to Q&A, and I'll toss it back to Natalie.
All right, thank you, Tao. Great demo today. And thank you, everyone. We have a few questions that have been submitted. So before we get started with the Q&A portion, we're just going to give a few more seconds for any last questions to come in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. And while you're writing in with your last questions, we just want you to know that we will try to get to as many as possible. But if for any reason your question does not get answered live, please don't worry. We record all questions that get submitted, and we send out additional information following this webinar. So let's just go ahead and give maybe 30 seconds for any last questions to come in, and then we will go ahead and get started. All right, it looks like we have a pretty good number of questions. So Tao, let's go ahead and get started with Q&A.
Sounds good. Okay, so we'll see. Let's see here. Linda asked, how do you enter script revisions? That's a great question. So let me go ahead and share my screen again, and I'll show you where we can do that. So from here, we'll head back to the production home, or to the My Productions page. And so to revise your scripts, you'll see in line with your production, the option to revise script here. If you just click that, it'll take you to this script revision page where you can upload the file. You can choose whether or not to upload a full revision or just a couple of pages. You'll input a revision name, you'll select the file, and then you'll upload the revision. And from there, it'll take you through various prompts so that you can confirm any new characters or any new scenes, and then it'll revise the script for that specific episode or for that specific feature. Jan asked, if a photo is loaded to an incorrect section, how easy is it to move it to the correct heading section? That's a great question. So like I mentioned, tags are extremely important. So let's go ahead and head on over to the gallery. Let me open a photo for you. We'll click on this photo. And here you'll see that this was tagged to the brew pub. But say if that isn't the correct tag, you can just remove the tag here and confirm that removal. And then you can re-tag it. So we'll go to untagged photos. And then to re-tag it, we'll hit the tag button. We'll select that photo, click tag again. And here you can find tags to tag it to. So here we'll just search for maybe scene 1, and then we'll re-tag it back to the brew pub. You can add as many tags as you want. And once you're done, just click tag to add that tag, and then you'll find it again. It'll move itself from the untagged photos because we just added tags again. So we can find it again. And here we can open it, and you'll see those additional tags that I added to it. Lucila asked, can you add a photo for the set piece? Yeah, I can do that. I actually forgot to do that while I was showing you the inventory view page. So that is a great question. Let me head on into, let's head into the table. And so here to add a photo to your inventory, we'll click the sidebar ellipsis here, click add photo. Again, drag and drop photo files, or you can select files. Let's select, we can add 2 chairs. And we'll click save. And now you'll see those photos that were uploaded to the inventory here, and you'll have these arrows. So say if you have a ton of photos for this inventory piece, you have these arrows that will allow you to scroll through your photos so you can see what's been uploaded to it. Linda asked, how do you enter that the chair was a rental? So since I'm already on an inventory view page, I'll actually show you how to mark inventory. So we can click edit item, and we can select a status here, or you can click storage location, category type. Oh, here we go, disposition. That was what I was looking for. So here we have all these different dispositions that you can mark it as. Here we don't have rental yet, but we can actually add it. So let me go ahead and show you how to do that. So we'll close out of this. I'm going to go to the inventory index, and to add the rental status, we'll click the horizontal ellipsis here, and you can edit custom statuses, and you'll see all of these statuses here, Or actually, is that the right spot? Let me double check. Yes, excuse me. So we'll edit custom statuses and you can click add status and you can create the rental and then click done to save it. And then from here, you can add that status by clicking edit and selecting rental and then click save. And now it's marked as a rental. John asked, can you add photos to wrap labels? That's a great question. So I think if I'm interpreting that question correctly, if you're wondering if you can add photos to your wrap boxes, you can. So we'll head to the wrap index. We'll go into wrap box 1. And so to add a photo to your wrap box, we'll click the ellipsis here and you can change the photo. And so you can upload a photo to your wrap box and this can be a quick reference of all the items that are in your wrap box. I hope I answered that question correctly, but if not, you can go ahead and chat our team and I'll provide you with clarification if that wasn't the right answer or if that wasn't what you were looking for. Oh, and it looks like Taylor asked, it doesn't look like you accessed the character index during the webinar. And can you show us what that looks like? Yeah, so I'll click characters in the top navigation bar. And this is a list of all the characters that were pulled from the script breakdown. And this is where you can track all the characters in your production as well. If you want, you can edit your characters by clicking edit all to open all the characters for editing, or you can just edit an individual character by clicking edit and just editing the information for that single character. And let's see what else we have. Rosalie asked, can photos be bulk uploaded or only one at a time? That's a great question. So photos can actually be bulk uploaded, and I don't think there's a limit yet, or not yet, excuse me. There shouldn't be a limit to the amount of photos that you can upload. Just know that it's best practice is to be connected to a strong internet connection if you're uploading, say, 100 photos at once. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like to bulk upload photos. So we'll go to the gallery. I'll select photos, select files, and I'll just select all these photo files that I have here. You can open it. And you'll see all those photos that I just selected. And then just to upload them, just click save. And now you'll see all of those photos that I just uploaded and they're untagged. But if you wanted to add tags, again, just click tag. You can also bulk tag your photos as well. So if I click tag, we'll select all these photos and you can bulk tag them like so. You can add any tag that you want. If you just search for a set or a scene or a character, whatever you want to tag it to, just search it for this in the search bar here. And then once you're good to go, let's say, we want to tag all these to scene 1, we'll click tag to save the tag. And then it'll move out of your untagged photos into your tagged photos. So we can say all photos by scene. And now you'll see all those photos I just tagged to scene 1. So it looks like that's all the time we have left for questions today. So I'm going to pass it back to Natalie.
All right, thank you so much, Tao, and thank you to everyone who submitted questions. We did get quite a few questions and we are running short on time now. So if we didn't get to your question, please watch out for an email because we will be sending out answers to your unanswered questions. All right, and in addition to those questions that we may have not gotten to, if you think of anything outside of the webinar today, know that you can always reach out to our support team. They are accessible in multiple ways. So let's just take a look at what those ways are. First, we have the chat, which Tao mentioned in the demo. Anytime that you are logged into the SyncOnSet website, you'll see that little chat bubble in the bottom right corner of your screen, and you can click on that and you can reach Tao or any of her teammates directly. You can send an email to support@synconset.com, Or if you'd prefer to give us an old-fashioned phone call, you can do that too. We'd love to hear from you. You can call us anytime between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then outside of those hours, I know we've mentioned the support site a few times today, but just to drive that home again, you can always head over to support.synconset.com and search for any topic that you might be wondering about, whether it's something to do with continuity, if it's something to do with our mobile app. We also have budgeting information up there. So the resources on our support site are pretty thorough, and we definitely recommend that you check that out anytime that you might need a quick answer. And with that, we just want to say thank you to everyone who took the time to join us for today's webinar. We hope that this was really informative to anyone who's new to SyncOnSet, or if you just needed a little brush up on your skills, we hope that this was great for you to see. So if you wouldn't mind, please taking a few seconds following the conclusion of the webinar, we would love to know how we did. There's a short feedback survey that we'll have there. So if you could let us know, if there's anything that we can improve upon for future webinars, we always love to hear your feedback. And please also be sure to sign up for our future webinars. We produce webinars each month, and we don't specifically do the same departments every month. We try to switch it up a little bit, but announcements come out a few weeks ahead of time, and you can always also find announcements on our help site. There's a spot specifically for upcoming webinars where you can see what's coming up, and you can also just directly reserve your seat from there. And we really hope that you take advantage of those. So again, thank you to everyone for joining us today, and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.